The second type of radical equations we want to take a look at are the ones that have a radical equals a radical. As we look at these radical equations, we're going to stick to the ones that have the same index. So we're not going to look at ones that have like a cubed root equals a square root. Okay, we're going to stick to ones that have the same index. And right away, my goal as I look at this is to say, well, on the left side, I have a radical by itself. There's nothing I need to get rid of because it's all under the radical. So then I can get rid of the radical right away. So how am I going to do that? Well, I'm just going to square both sides. Hey, nice thing happens. Radicals canceled out on both sides. So I just have 2x plus 4 must equal x minus 3. And then I can move my x's to the same side by subtracting 1x from both sides. X plus 4 is negative 3, and subtracting 4 to get x is negative 7. Still want to check. Right. The square root of 2 times negative 7 plus 4, is it actually the same as the square root of negative 7 minus 3? Well, that's negative 14 plus 4. So this is the square root of negative 10. And the other side is the square root of negative 10. So my first question is, are those two sides equal? Right? Well, yeah, they're exactly the same. But then I still kind of have to ask myself, am I allowed to do that? Right? So I don't need to find the decimal that goes with them if it is a decimal. But I do need to look at it and say they're the same, but they don't exist because I can't take the square root of a negative number. So even though those two things are the same, they don't actually exist. So negative 7 doesn't give me values that exist in the real numbers. So we're going to say that this actually has no solution. We can't have the square root of a negative. So if we look at a second example, the cubed root of x minus 6 equals the cubed root of 3x plus 5. Right? How can I undo the cubed root? Well, to undo the cubed root, I need to cube both sides. So then x minus 6 just equals 3x plus 5. And I want to get x by itself, so I'm going to move my positive 1x to the other side. That would give me 2x plus 5. Subtract 5 from both sides. I get 2x is negative 11. And when I divide by 2, I get x is negative, I could leave it 11 halves. I could put 5 and a half. I'm going to use the decimal just because I can picture 5.5 pretty easily. So now if I go to check my work, right, the cubed root of negative 5.5 minus 6, is that the same as the cubed root of 3 times negative 5.5 plus 5? Well, that's negative 11.5. And the cubed root of, well, 3 times negative 5.5 is negative 16.5 plus 5 gives me negative 11.5. So those are the same, and they exist because it's an odd root. So the odd root of a negative is okay, it exists. Right? So this is good. My answer is x equals negative 5.5. So one more together. This one looks kind of scary. But really, if I go to get a radical by itself first, right, to get this by itself, I need to add this one to the other side. Which would give me, on the left side, just the square root of 7x minus 6 equals 0 plus anything is just itself. So the square root of 5x plus 2. Right? And now I can solve it just like a radical equals a radical. So to undo my square root, I need to square both sides. Move the x's to the same side. Add 6. And finally, divide both sides by 2. And I get x equals 4. So then when I go to check my work, right, I want to make sure I check my work all the way back in the original equation always. So the square root of 7 times 4 minus 6 minus the square root of 5 times 4 plus 2 is supposed to equal 0. That's 28 minus 6, so the square root of 22 minus 20 plus 2 is the square root of 22 is supposed to equal 0. I don't even need to use a calculator to figure out what the decimals are for those. Anything minus itself, 5 minus 5, 2 minus 2, 100 minus 100, anything minus itself does equal 0. So that means that even without a calculator, I can tell that this is 0 equals 0, which means since I'm allowed to take the square root of 22, it exists that x equals 4 is my answer. Seeing if you could try some of those formative questions now. If you have questions, please make sure you're letting me know.